Testing.
Check 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2. 3 4 5 6. Hey, 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6. Hey, 1 2. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Hey, 1 2.
Jeff, where have you been? Huh? Okay, there you go.
Adrian, 1 point at home with a 70 advantage for 70 minutes. How do you feel about not being able to go?
Well, I look at the week. Galaxy, San Jose in this game should be sitting on maybe 7 points. If you look at it logically, opportunities we've had, chances compared with the opposition, possession we've had, crosses, corners, every stat you want to think of, we've been miles ahead of everybody in all the games. So to only get 2 points is very disappointing. It's not like we haven't had opportunities again to win the game. Goals change games, say it every week. And had we scored, first off, a couple of opportunities, it changes the course of the game, the way they defend and the way that they play. But all ifs and buts. Bottom line is we've got 2 points out of 9, and we should have got minimum 6, maybe 7. So there you go.
It looks like Reynoso took a lot of contact, especially in the first half.
It's every week.
Yeah.
It's every week. Let's have a gang up. You do it first, I'll do it second, you do it third. People can complain. Stats are there every week. Talk about protection of big-time players in the league. I'm not on about sending off, by the way. I'm on about in general, if you look at the game.
Afterward, when you pulled him, did he seem worse for wear, or is he ready to go for the next one?
I don't know. We'll have to see tomorrow. He's got a lot of bumps and bruises for sure.
After the San Jose game, you talked about how the team was too vertical in the second half. Did you see that again in this one?
No, not really. I thought we created a lot of opportunities. We've had lots of crosses into the box. We had a couple of one-on-ones. I think we had a couple of great opportunities. I think of one-on-one. Boxes had an incredible chance. And, if you're not creating chances, then you look at other stuff. But we've had chances again tonight. And unfortunately, it comes back to bite you when you don't take them chances.
Adrian, when we spoke with you on Zoom for media availability at the end of July, you mentioned that Adrian Heath is still integrating into the team, a lack of minutes this spring, a lack of fitness. Now midway through August, going towards the end of it, do you feel like that integration process is complete? Do you feel like he's ready?
I think he's struggling from a lack of confidence at this moment in time, which strikers do when things aren't going well for you. But you can't hide. You have to keep putting yourself in there, putting yourself in the right spot, hope that something drops for you and you get an opportunity. We've all been there, and unfortunately he's going through one of them spells at this moment in time.
Is there something specific you think isn't clicking for him?
No, I just don't think at this moment in time he needs a goal. He needs to get some confidence back into his game, and the only way that will happen is by, as I say, you can't hide. You have to continually get in the right spots. He knows where to run. He knows when to get there. And now he needs to score some of these opportunities he's getting.
With 1 goal in 3 games, is this one of the most head-scratching, frustrating offensive spells for you?
It is, because it's not like we aren't creating. As a coach, it's worse when you go, how many chances have we created, or how many shots have we had, or every game we've had opportunities. So that's the disappointing thing. And, I've just said it, the goals change the whole complex of games. And when we're on top at this moment in time, which we've been again today for large periods, we haven't been able to capitalise on an opportunity that then changes the course of the game, changes the course of the way the opposition have to defend if they want to get something from the game. And, unfortunately at this moment in time, it's not going for us.
So the third or fourth year the league has put this as part of their rivalry week. Do you feel that there's something different about this matchup compared to any other team you play against? Well,
I think it's growing, and if we want to be what we want to be as a club going forward, there's going to be a lot of encounters against Kansas because, 10, 12 years on the trot they've made the playoffs. So if we're going to be where we are going to do, then we're going to have a lot of games against them. And obviously with them being in the same conference, I think it's growing for sure.
Playing 70 minutes with one more player, you don't think should be more aggressive, the team?
Sorry?
Playing 70 minutes with one more player, you don't think you probably should be aggressive, the team, or?
You don't think we were?
I don't know.
I do know. 23 shots. How many corners? Efforts in the box. That's aggressive.
But players, especially strikers, numbers are just one goal.
Yeah. No, we've just spoke about that. Yeah, we've got to take these opportunities that we keep creating. But in terms of being positive, being aggressive, for sure. And you have to give the opposition credit. They look dangerous on the counter-attack later on when we throw in more and more men forward. You know, I say this kindly to everybody. People think you have a divine right to win because you're at home. Have a guess what? The opposition want to win as well. And they make it difficult for you. And they're a good team, well coached, well organised. And I was more concerned late on of conceding because of the amount of bodies we were pushing forward. So in terms of being aggressive and being positive, I don't think we could have been much more.
Adrian, you brought on Patrick Weah for his second appearance in the substitute role today. You got in some good spaces. What did you see from the kid today?
Well, I'll keep saying this. Pat's a work in progress. He's got a lot of natural talent, not of natural ability. And I just felt the way the game was today that he might have given us a little spot because the one thing he can do, he can beat people one-on-one. And I thought as the game we were playing in there off that if he got a one-on-one with Zusi, didn't really happen for him in space. But, you know, we'll keep working with him. He's a project, but there's certainly some talent there.
Talked already about Boxall's chance in the second half, but overall with him back in the lineup, how did you feel the team in defense responded?
I said yesterday to the players that it was a really difficult decision because I don't think that Brent Coleman has done an awful lot wrong. In fact, he hasn't done anything wrong. And but the fact that Boxy's been fit now for probably 2 games, we feel as though we need to get him in the team to get his match fitness to where it's going to be. You know, I looked at this month with the games that we had. You know, we go to Houston and then we've got a break. I always felt that if, you know, it was going to be a crucial month for us. So we need to take something from this game in Houston and then hopefully with the fortnight break, Fragapane and Robin Lode and everybody be fit and healthy and we can regroup and go from there.
Adrian, MLS All-Star Game's coming up this week. Emmanuel Reynoso is featuring in it, but he took a lot of hits today. He took a lot of aggression from Sporting. Do you think it's a smart idea to have him going out after playing 3 games in 1 week?
Well, we'll see how he is tomorrow. You know, I'm not quite sure how he is now. He's in with the physios. His hand's all bruised, and we'll have an X-ray on that. He said his hamstring's tight, and he's got a few cuts and bruises on his legs. So we'll have to evaluate that. In a perfect world, we'd love to see him go and represent the club because his talent deserves to be in the All-Star game. But we'll see tomorrow.
How much closer might you be to somebody out of contract coming in?
We're talking like 4 or 5 clubs are. You know, it looks like the same players are being offered to every club, and obviously it's just going to be a case of what if we think something can come in and help us for the sort of last third of the season.
You know, you've been a top-level striker. How do you get all of your attacking players' confidence up when they're so low on confidence?
Not easy, John. You have to, you know, keep trying to keep the... As I always say to players, the only confidence I can give you is by keep picking you. And, you know, hopefully they get in the right spots. You know, I've been there, I know what it's like, where every chance seems like it's very, very difficult when it's not really, and you start double-guessing yourself, and you have 2 touches when you should only have 1, and you have to play instinctively, and you know that's what we spoke to the guys. Don't overthink it.
You feel MLS is getting tougher and longer for the players, especially adding more teams every year, having twice per week games. Probably you feel it's something you guys have to figure out about that. Do you agree with that?
No, obviously it's. The last 18 months, 2 years have been strange for everybody. Every coach I speak to, going back to the pandemic and going down to the bubble, and I still think we've not equaled it all out, and everybody knows where we are, and the schedules are not what they used to be, and you know we have breaks, and then we have a Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday, and it's not been easy for sure. Not just for us, for every team in the league as well. In terms of the size of the league, I've got other things to worry about than to worry about the size of the league, to be honest.
Peter Vermees said that Reynoso made a meal of the red card. What did you see there? Did Ray get it on the hip, it looked like?
I'll have to see it again. You know, Peter has his opinion. I'll have mine. You know, at the end of the day, the referee had 2 goes at it. He had a look, red card. Went and had another look, slow motion, red card. So, I don't know. We'll see.
Anything else you want to say about the officiating today? A lot of whistles, it sounded like.
Yeah, it was. You know, it's one thing we have to be careful of. You know, and I'm not just talking about today. You know, time wasting going to a new level in the league. You know, and I've got a simple answer to it, but people don't want to hear it. But it's difficult when you have two really big injuries in the game. You know, Stretcher's getting brought on, all the subs that we had, and there's only 5 minutes. Not sure that would have been what I'd have put up, but you know, I think he's a good referee actually. Marcus is one of the better ones, I feel. So, but time wasting today was a little bit frustrating.
You said that you had something, but no one wants to hear it. I mean, we'll hear you out if you'd like.
No, it's we only talk about time wasting at the 85th minute. When it starts from the first half, it's, you know, said it all along. Soon stop, give somebody a yellow card. Next time you get a red, trust me, it'll stop. But we go too long and we wait till too late. Aggravates the crowd, aggravates the players. But I'm only a coach. All right, guys.
Thank you.
Jeff, how are you?
Boxy, a return to the pitch today after a lengthy layoff. How do you feel personally being able to get back out there and play in front of a crowd at Allianz, but also just be able to get to play?
I mean, I think against 10 men for the majority of the game kind of helped because, yeah, when you're out for, 5 weeks or so, you kind of do question your fitness. But I think for that last 60, we kind of controlled the game, being a man up. But, yeah, just couldn't quite get one past Melia. But in terms of being back out there, yeah, it feels great. To be honest, I was a little bit surprised because Brent has been superb since he's had to step in and yeah, so I was kind of surprised that I took his place, but because he's done so well the last few weeks.
Overall, this game was scheduled during MLS's rivalry week. Does something feel different about this matchup with Kansas City compared to the other teams you play?
I mean, not particularly. I think it's weird that it's over halfway through the season. It's the first time we played them. But yeah, obviously MLS tries to market something in their rivalry week. So to us it doesn't really seem that much. But at this point in the season, we're needing to really get more points on the board than we have been. And I think we've been there or thereabouts, but not quite finishing the job off. So just keep kind of leaving us a lot of work to do in the remaining matches.
You watched on Tuesday and were part of it today. What do you think has been the challenge with being able to get a goal with a man up? Obviously, Wills came with a man up, but not a winner on Tuesday and then 70 minutes without one today.
Yeah, obviously it's frustrating, but I know like the guys are working hard, and it's never easy when you're dealing with injuries and players out, and you're kind of, our squad's a little bit depleted, I guess, especially the players that we've kind of counted on for goals in the first half of the season. So we just got to keep working, keep finding a way, because, obviously we're still very much, if we're going a little run, then we push ourselves up the table, and obviously we want to be hosting a playoff game, so that's still our mindset, and, we just need to keep working away.
Adrian said he felt like this was 2 points from this week rather than 6 or 7. Does it feel the same way to you?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I think given the circumstances in San Jose, when you're up a man for that amount of time, and then certainly the same for today, I think we need to do a lot better, especially at home, especially today against Kansas City. They defended well in numbers. Media made some big saves, but I still think it's on us. We need to do a bit more, finish our chances, me included. So, yeah.
There were a lot of whistles today, a lot of fouls, and then there was a little bout between you and Kyrie Shelton. What happened in the first half there between you two?
I think, obviously, after the red card, they weren't too happy about it, so I think they were trying to just get under our skin to do what they can to try even up the match. I mean, there's nothing in it. I think a few players running 20 meters to come and push me, it's nothing. It was just, one of those things that happened within the 90 minutes and nothing really to think of after.
Did you feel like there were a lot of whistles today?
Yes, a lot of, very soft whistles, particularly in that second half. No whistles when Melia is taking his sweet-ass time to take any kind of restart. I think we could do a better job to keep the game going there.
A lot of running back and forth for you. It's not uncommon for you to go up for free kicks and corners, but certainly a large number of those. Did you worry about the defense being stretched as Kansas City was getting counters?
I think in the first half I did, just because obviously still recovering from my injury. I think still trying to, because of the games that have been 2 games a week for the last few weeks, I haven't been able to have a full proper week of training to really stretch yourself on a full field. It's all kind of been small stuff. So it was a little concerned in the first half, but then once everything got warmed up and you kind of forget about the little niggles and just get on with it. So second half we kind of pinned them in, and they just had long balls that we thought Bakai kind of dealt with them fairly comfortably.
What do you say to a teammate like Adrian Heath, who is going through a scoring drought right now, to get their confidence boosted on and off the pitch?
I don't know if you've seen my goal scoring record, but I'm probably not the one to talk to him. But no, I mean, we've all seen what he's capable of, and I mean, we've seen it with other players, probably myself included, where it takes a bit of time to settle. Obviously, everyone outside the room kind of expects a lot more because, I don't know, maybe the price tag or everything that goes along with it and the expectations there. So, but no, we know what he's capable of, and particularly coming from overseas, you need a bit of time to settle. So, obviously, we'd like him to be scoring a hat-trick every week, but yeah, I think he's still kind of finding his feet, but we know he's got the quality there. Just need to keep working on the training field and keep working on game days too.
Any more for Michael?
We're good.
Thanks, Boxy.
All right. Thank you, Jackie.